Perfect. 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 What is going on, everybody? I go by RB, and welcome back to Philly Take with RB. You know what to do. Go ahead and smash that like button for me. Hit that subscribe if you're new, and hit that notification bell. That way you're always notified when I upload or go live. Today we are back with yet again another trade rumor. Just as of a little while ago, apparently the Philadelphia 76ers are one of 6 teams that are inquiring about Cavs forward/center Larry Nance Jr. Larry Nance Jr. is currently injured right now, but at age 28, he's playing some of the best ball of his career. And overall, I think this would be a nice fit for the Sixers if we go out, and if these talks heat up, I think this could be a solid move for the Sixers. So as I mentioned, he's 28 years old. He's averaging above 9 points a game. He's averaging almost 7 rebounds a game. He'll give you 3 assists. And overall, this guy is shooting the best from long range of his career at 38.1% from long range. In addition to that, something that has stepped up a lot in Larry Nance's career over the last couple years is his defense. Until he got injured a few weeks ago, I believe it was, he was putting up good numbers on the defensive side for a team that has been miserable. We know that, right? The Cavs are not a good team now. Will they want to get rid of a guy like Larry Nance, given the fact that they have some nice, promising young pieces? We'll talk about that in a few minutes. But overall, just as a first kind of thought, I like this move. So Larry Nance is averaging 1.9 steals on the defensive end, which was leading the NBA until guess who took over when he got hurt? TJ McConnell. I guess that 10 assist game helped him out. But Larry Nance has become a dog on the defensive side of the ball. You'll play him at the 4. I don't know if I'd say he's a stretch big. He stands at, I think, 6'7", 245 pounds. 6'7", 245 pounds. I don't know if he can be a stretch 4, but I know that he can play at the 4. He can play at the 5. He can defend a lot of different positions, and I think he's pretty quick. And we know his athleticism, right? It carries all the way down from his father, who was, pretty dang good in the NBA, making multiple All-Star games. Larry Nance Jr. was in the dunk contest a few years ago. He's athletic, man. He's athletic. He can handle the ball a little bit. He's not, going to create his own shot or anything, but Larry Nance would be a move in my mind that we would go out and then it would set up other moves, right? He's not just the end-all piece, like I said yesterday with PJ Tucker. Now, comparing him to PJ Tucker, because I think you would want to go for one or the other here. I don't think you would get both of these guys, but I think teams are going to be much more intrigued about Larry Nance Jr., and here's the reason. He's 28 years old, right? When we look at PJ Tucker, if he doesn't get a buyout, we might have to give up a second-round pick to get PJ Tucker. I would say, might as well spend a little bit extra to get Larry Nance Jr. I don't think they're going to return a first-round pick for him. If they do, and I'm Daryl Morey, I'd hang up the phone completely. But in terms of the Cavaliers, you might be able to get a package deal. But overall, Larry Nance Jr. to me might return a second or a few seconds and maybe a player or two. Maybe some compensation for the future, because that seems to be the way that the Cavs are going. And like I said, would it make sense? Larry Nance Jr. is on the second year of a 4-year deal. And let me tell you, it's at this point, it's looking team friendly. He's getting paid $11 million this year, $10 million the following year, and then $9 million after that before he becomes an unrestricted free agent. But let me tell you, with the way he's improving his game, he's not going to be the best player on a team ever. He's been starting for the Cavs. Would he start here? No. He would be a nice role player, and that's simply what he is, a nice role player who can come in, he can hit shots, and he can defend. Now, like I said, in comparison to PJ Tucker, I think he's a much better suit. I think he's a much better fit. And, I would pay a little more to get Larry Nance Jr., not go overboard. But I think it would be good, because then you could have this guy on your bench to fill out for the coming years as well. It's not like he's automatically, just going to be going after this year. And I think Daryl Morey would like this move. He has some ties with some of the people in the Cavs front office that I was reading. So this could be a feasible move for the Philadelphia 76ers. Like I said, Larry Nance could come off the bench, play 15, 20 minutes a night. He'll get you some buckets. He'll hit some threes. And most importantly, he's going to man up that second unit. Former first-round pick. He played with the Lakers, and he got traded to the Cavs. And one thing, even though a couple of years ago, that Cavs team got absolutely carried by LeBron. I mean, they shouldn't have gone to the finals. We know that. We know that. I mean, LeBron was carrying Jordan Clarkson before he became this, you know, crazy bench player this year. He was carrying Larry Nance Jr., J.R. Smith, like guys like that, and they shouldn't have gone. But the one benefit of that for a team that is trying to go to the championship is that Larry Nance at 28 years old has seen kind of the process. He's seen the grind that it takes, and he's been around a great like LeBron. So could he kind of sprinkle some of that onto this second unit? I don't know. I think it would be a good idea. And like I said, there are 6 teams involved though: the Heat, the Mavericks, the Celtics. So it's not going to be an easy acquire. Are one of these teams going to go ahead and give up a first-round pick for him? Right? The Pelicans. Why would the Pelicans even try to get him? Right? Dallas, maybe. But I think the Sixers are a good fit here. And you know, like I said, the main question is, are the Cavs willing to part with him? Because they could view him as a piece that could help nurture some of those younger pieces when they get healthy next year and when they really try to make a push. So maybe they're going to ask for a premium. In my eyes, is this a must go? No. But I do think it would probably be a better fit than PJ Tucker, just given the fact that you have some flexibility and some future, and it's, you know, it's not just a rental. Larry Nance Jr. has, you know, like I said, he's been impressing, he's been improving, and, you know, he can get better. He can still get better. He's kind of entering his prime years here. So as long as he stays healthy, I think this would be a good all-around move. Maybe you could go ahead and package one of those younger guys as well for the Cavs, or another expiring vet like a Kevin Love, but that would take a lot more. I would probably view that as more of a buyout. Like I said, I've never been like the biggest enthusiast of him, but I think he's a good role player, and I think he'll understand his role if he ends up in Philadelphia. Nice 3-and-D guy, he's shooting the best from his career, and he's playing great defense. Hopefully he comes back soon, and Daryl Morey will be on the phones this week trying to figure something out. I think he's going to gear up and make multiple moves. I really do. Not, you know, low risk, high reward for me. That's how I'm viewing this move. The only thing, like I said, that would probably make a difference is PJ Tucker in terms of his locker room presence, right? Like, he's going to do some of the things that don't always show up on the stat sheet. He's going to be a great presence in the locker room for some of these younger guys, and he's just tough, man. So, you know, that would probably be a little bit different. I never viewed Larry Nance Jr. as like this vocal leader kind of guy like PJ Tucker is, but overall, I do think Larry Nance does bring a lot to the table. But that's pretty much all I got on this, guys. You guys let me know your thoughts down below in the comment section. Is Larry Nance Jr. a guy that you would prefer on this team? Do you think he would make a big impact? Would you prefer him over a guy like PJ Tucker? What would it take to get it done? You guys let me know all your thoughts down below in the comment section. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one, man. Peace.
Perfect.